Mr. Amin, the Election Commission insists that this entire SIR process, this intensive review process is one, transparent, two, participatory. Opportunities are being given for correction from the 1st of August to the 1st of September. What is in your understanding, sir, the allegations that have been made by Rahul Gandhi of mass voter deletion or new names that are being added, and not just of first-time voters, but people who may be in the age group of 40, 50 and so on? How robust are EC's safeguards to ensure eligible voters are not wrongfully removed during this period, sir, or in this exercise?
I think Mr. Rahul Gandhi can understand that he has won the two places from UP and the Kerala.
Why
so he
not?
became
Yes, sir.
two places, member of parliament elected in Lok Sabha, and he is the same person who became as a LOP now. And LOP, he has lot of objection, and other parties also, in case of the Haryana election, Delhi election, and last is the Maharashtra election. And these questions were raised at that time. See, lot of the bogus voter were added in the list of the BJP supporters, and lot of the opposition parties voters have withdrawn from the voter list, final voter list. You know, when we have the elections in every state and in parliament also, in the parliament and assemblies, we are always providing the list for the electoral list to every candidate of the election they contesting. One thing. Second thing, we are always giving the final list of voter list of the state to the state president of the stakeholders, means all the parties. If the independent is here, they can also get the voter list, complete list. How they can say we have the inducted so many at that time when we have the voter list like this time? So this election commission is always in take care. So this time is the special investigation incentive, and we want to clear voters must be voted to the country, and they can participate, our countrymen. So this time we have to delete the death, and they left the places, migrated, and we have inducted what the eligible voters are there. So why
That's
is
a very important point you're making.
If they are not going to participate in the election, listen, one thing more. If they are not going to participate in election as a stakeholder, they may be. But election is going on, and as per the rule of the government and constitutional, election commission has to conduct the elections there. Like I am going to example you. If they are going to threat us, so many times we got the election commission threat. Like Kashmir, you can remember. When Kashmir was there, the Hurriyat persons were boycotted the election. But the election was done at that time. So this is the legal process. Nobody can stop it. And we are doing honestly for every stakeholders. If they are participating,
that's a very important point you're making, sir.
3,000 approximate parties registered in the election commission. They can fight the 500 parties. So independent candidates also can fight. So there is no problem for election commission. Election commission is always doing for the better for all stakeholders. If they are going to understand, it's okay. Otherwise, if they are not going to participate in the election, it's okay. No problem. But the election will be conducted at the same time whenever we need it.
Mr. Amin,
Constitution. So
Mr. Amin, you're making a very pertinent point.
Yeah.
You're making a very important point that it's a participatory process, Dr. Tripathi. It's absolutely transparent. When that final list is prepared, it is shared. If there's an objection, raise it that time. But that time it wasn't done. Respond to what Mr. Mohammad Amin has just said. If you do not want to participate in the case of RJD, it's their loss. For example, the Hurriyat did not participate in Jammu and Kashmir. It was their loss.
Gaurav, by that logic, suppose there's a burglary in my house and I go to the police station and Daroga asks me, why was your guard sleeping? I can't do anything about it. Election Commission of India has a constitutional duty to ensure free and fair elections. And when they say we have given the candidate list, we have given the list, the voter list to your candidates, your booth workers didn't object, what is the role of just shut down election commission and let, they can't ensure the two demands. We made a very straightforward two demands which have not been met post the Maharashtra elections. Give us the machine-readable Excel format of voter list. You are saying we give it to the individual candidates. We all know the whole election process is a very hectic process. And the moment the election, the whole day is left, the most of the lists are damaged or abandoned. We are asking you an Excel format, simple. We are asking you post 5 p.m. CCTV footage of all the booths, which
Okay.
after the Mahmood
You have
Pracha
lot of the
approached High Court
objections
of
there.
Haryana, you
And you have
came
gone
out
to
with
the
a
court also.
legislation that
And court
ensured
also
the
given the
CCTV.
verdict against you.
Okay. The moment she completes her point, Mr. Amin, I'm coming to you. Just let her complete her point, and then I'm coming to
Yeah.
you, sir.
So what we are objecting in, sir, is why has election commission took on the role of identifying the citizenship documents. I want to quote the 1995. Everybody's talking judiciary. I want to quote the 1995 Lal Babu sir judgment against the Election Commission of India, where Justice Ahmadi, in a 3-judge constitutional bench, ruled out the massive citizenship drive in the name of identifying voter list. He ruled out. He stuck it down, and that's where the onus. Our citizenship is based on the principle of inclusion. You cannot put the onus on the citizens. Come with your 11 documents and show it. And
But at the
unless you
same
are
time, I'm sure even the Congress party would not want Bangladeshis and Rohingyas to be voting in Indian elections.
look at the election commission's
Nobody would want
press
that.
release, Gaurav, look at
At
the
least
election commission press release. Not even one Bangladeshi, Myanmar, Nepalese immigrant have been mentioned. They have mentioned disease. They have mentioned people have changed their address. They have mentioned some 11,000 who could not be identified. Nowhere they have mentioned the Bangladeshi immigrants,
But
Nepali
have they
immigrants, and things.
mentioned something which is illegal? Mr. Amin wants to respond to the specific points you've raised. Sir, go on. Please respond.
Saurav, actually, I am going to tell that if they can remember that in the history of the Election Commission, N. Gopalaswamy was the then Chief Election Commissioner of India, and that was the period 2006 to 2009. And at that time, that was the Congress period. And at that time, Mr. Gopalaswamy won with one voter I card submerged with the this Aadhaar card. At that time, he has called the meeting of the Cabinet Secretary, Home Secretary, and Aadhaar card in charge. And he has submitted to the government at them for the remark. We
Okay.
can have only one I card, that is voter ID card, that will be for all purposes. But this government, Congress government has not agreed on that. That's why we are facing a lot of problem nowadays. Otherwise, at that period, they have done it. This means we smoothly done it. And this
Fair
time,
enough.
we are doing. So why they have the objection and who and cry?
Let
Why
me
they
let
have
me
the
bring in Syed
hue and
Zafar
cry?
Islam,
When
Dr.
we have
Islam.
the proper BLOs. Yeah, and we have the
Okay.
proper AERO. We have the DEO. Why they have the problem? If any problem,
Okay.
they can approach to our senior officers. Otherwise, we have the CEO of state. And one thing more.
No, but Dr. Tripathi
Why
point
we are
was कि अगर
started from this
चौकीदार सो रहा है,
year,
which means is the
I'm
Congress
going to tell
conceding
you, just
that is the Congress conceding that their poll officials, their party representatives did not do their job when the list came out. That's the point, that the Election Commission is raising at this point, or at least Mr. Mohammed Amin raised that point. But